Today we are going to dig into a very important concept for the 7 spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra, which is the law of pure potentiality. It comes from this great little book here that you can read in less than an hour, but you might want to read it more than once or twice and then give it to someone that you care about. In fact, this is probably one of the books that I've gifted the most, especially to my spirituality skeptics friends. I will link it in the description video so that you can get yourself a few copies. And let's start the episode by reading a passage from that book by Deepak Chopra. He says, and I quote, "When you discover your essential nature and know who you really are, and that knowing itself is the ability to fulfill any dream you have. And the more you experience your true nature, the closer you are to the field of pure potentiality." End of quote. It's not more complicated than that. It's pretty simple. If you want to fulfill any dream you have to know what that dream is. And by doing that, unleashing your pure potentiality by realizing that you have the power to realize it. We have been working very hard together every single day here on this channel, finding our purpose, finding our signature strengths, brushing up on our virtues, meditating every single day, basically installing a deep sense of identity, of knowing who we are and realizing what we are capable of doing. There's a good reason why the law of pure potentiality is his law number 1 in this book. From realizing this, all that follows is possible. He continues by saying, and I quote, "When you experience the power of the self, with a capital S, there is an absence of fear, there is no compulsion to control, and no struggle for approval or external power. Your true self, which is your spirit, your soul, completely free of those things. It is immune to criticism, it is unfearful of any challenge, and it feels beneath no one." End of quote. I would add, though, that the power of the self is not the ego, not to be confused. It is your self-confidence, your self-worth, believing in yourself, in your potential, in your personal power, without craving the approval of others, external to your internal, intimate, deep self. Ralph Waldo Emerson, a great writer and thinker, puts it in that way, and I quote, "There's nothing capricious in nature, and the implanting of a desire indicates that its gratification is in the constitution of the creature that feels it." End of quote. There's nothing capricious in nature. You might call it nature, God, or the universe, or the spirits, or whatever suits you best. Just know that it is not capricious. If you have a desire, and I know that you do, otherwise you would probably not be watching me this morning, then you just know that you have the power and the ability to manifest that desire. Before we really understand the law of pure potentiality, though, we will need stillness. He says, and I quote, "But first, you have to practice stillness. Stillness is the first requirement of manifesting your desires, because in stillness lies your connection to the field of pure potentiality that can orchestrate an infinity of details for you." End of quote. Finding the stillness. Maybe easier said than done, but we are working on it together every single day by meditating together. Deepak Chopra recommends meditation 30 minutes, preferably twice a day. If you've been skipping those and that meditation really isn't your thing, then there are other ways that you can find stillness, simply sitting in front of the ocean and doing nothing, or going for a walk in the nature, in the forest. You can sit on a nice bench without your iPhone, without podcasts, without music, without the radio, simply with yourself, and breathe. Slow down, find the stillness. And let's take out our journals now, if you have one, to take a few minutes to write down our desires. What are your desires? Preferably, let's think of our internal desires, i.e. leading a fulfilling life. What would that look like? Or living to our best capabilities? What would that feel like? Or radiating love? How would that look like? Yes, your desires might be bigger house, a faster car, more money, etc. But for the exercise, let's focus on intrinsic goals. Those are the real goals. Take a few minutes. If you need to pause the video, then please do so. Fantastic, great job, guys. Let's finish off with a few empowering affirmations. You can repeat them after me. You can write them down. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. And these are, number 1, I have the abilities to fulfill my dreams. Number 2, I experience daily the power of myself. Number 3, I do not struggle for external approval. Number 4, I am true to myself, to my soul, and to my spirit. Last but not least, I am free. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button. This helps people finding us on YouTube. YouTube is a big place and we need your support. And also, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel and push the notification bell so that you're alerted next time we post some new content. Again, we do post videos every single day, so I'm happy if you join us. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.